Hey everybody, Icy Cat here. An unexpected surprise dropped today from Ubisoft regarding a new way to play the game. This is a special event playlist that's only going to be around for a few weeks, but it creates essentially a new kind of game mode for that duration. It comes with its own special alpha pack collection, and if you want to find out all the details on the mode and what you can get, then stick around as I break it all down. If you log into your game today, you will see this new screen. This says the Road to 6 Invitational. It's broken down into a few sections here. The first one is an event calendar stating that this event will be available to play every weekend for a total of 4 weekends, leading up to the 6th Invitational. The 2019 collection will be available for the full 4 weeks. Then it goes into the details on the playlist settings. It says on the ESL map pool, play pick and ban matches without 6th pick. The game mode is bomb and the rounds are 3 minutes long. For the 2019 collection, it says completing the event challenges will earn you packs from the 2019 collection, as well as some higher renown rewards. Afterwards, you are taken to a new menu screen, and you can see here we've got a highly stylized version of Maestro and Clash, what looks like they're arm wrestling, and of course it has sort of that 6 Invitational graphic style applied to it. It's a very cool looking graphic, but I have no idea what is going on with Clash's tongue. And there's also no reason Maestro should be struggling that hard arm wrestling with her. My interpretation of what's going on here is that she's losing and she's about to lick his hand and he's actually grimacing, because there is no way that he would be struggling against her. That's my interpretation and I'm sticking to it. But down below that, you'll see there is a new event playlist. So it's labeled the Play Road to the 6th Invitational, Discover, Pick and Ban, and then a countdown timer on how long the event is available. So again, it's available on the weekends for the next 4 weekends. So let's check out the official developer blog that has been put up regarding this. I will put the links for this in the comments below the video player so you can check it out for yourself. But we are greeted with a graphic and it says, sharpen your reflexes, ignite your competitive spirit, and get ready for the Road to SI event. Introducing the Road to SI playlist. Starting on January 25th and running until February 18th, play like the pros on the Road to SI playlist. This playlist will be accessible on the main menu through the Discovery playlist and includes features like our eSport map pool and pick and ban. So then it goes on for the event schedule. Now it says how the playlist will be available every weekend up to the 6 Invitational Finals. This schedule is as follows, and then they give the date ranges and times there so you can check those out. Then it moves forward to the 2019 collection packs. The 2019 collection will be available for the entirety of the event and will feature a headgear, uniform, weapon skin, and weapon charm for the following operators, as well as 1 universal weapon skin. So we've got Mira, Thatcher, Dokkaebi, Pulse, Ashe, and Doc. As with all collection packs, there will be no duplicates. They say they're also pleased to announce that 30% of the net revenue from the 2019 collection packs will be added to the 6th Invitational 2019 prize pool, up to a maximum of $2 million. Any additional revenue beyond the $2 million limit will be distributed across our other official eSport programs, more details to be revealed at the 6th Invitational. Then there's club challenges. Each weekend of this event will feature a new club challenge that will reward players with a 2019 collection pack, up to 4 in total for the entire event. Additionally, other challenges during this event will feature increased renown rewards. Now for the playlist settings themselves, so the play type will be in the normal mode. This isn't going to be in like tactical realism or anything. The map rotation will be the eSport map pool, so the available maps are Villa, Oregon, Border, Consulate, Coastline, Clubhouse, and Bank. It will be the daytime version of all those maps with normal HUD settings. I won't go over all of these, but you can see the match parameters for yourself. And essentially what we have here is the ability to do pick and ban. You can choose 2 attackers and 2 defenders for each side. So one team can choose 1 of each, the other team can choose 1 of each to ban. If you've messed around with pick and ban at all in custom matches, you may already be familiar with this. And then the other thing is that the game mode is limited to just bomb. Again, we are really kind of going after mostly the Pro League setup for the way this is all put together. So one thing that's really interesting to note here is that this is not a ranked playlist. This is casual, and yet it uses things out of ranked. So there's the pick and ban that's available in custom matches. You've got the 3-minute round timer as opposed to a 4-minute timer. You also have the ability to pick your spawn. So there's some very ranked-like elements in what's essentially a casual playlist. This is making me wonder if part of the reason why we haven't seen a Year 4 roadmap reveal yet is because they are doing a major overhaul to the way most of the game actually works. And part of that would be a redesign for casual, which they've said They acknowledge casual as it exists currently is a terrible way to introduce new players to the game. It has a lot of problems with it and is in need of a complete overhaul. Now, they said that last year, and we might actually be finally seeing this coming up in this coming year, that it's going to be implemented. I don't know that for sure, but this kind of blending of casual and ranked in this new sort of a thing definitely seems to be going in that direction. It also says discover, pick, and ban. And so that might be something that's kind of preparing us for the fact that pick and ban might finally be coming to actual ranked play. So again, we might be seeing some major changes to casual and ranked coming up in this coming year. Nothing's confirmed on that, but they've said before that they really want to overhaul the way casual works. They've acknowledged some issues also in ranked, and they have said that they wanted to eventually look at bringing pick and ban to ranked if that was a feature that wound up being received well by the community. I think that this playlist is sort of setting that groundwork for those changes to possibly come. Now let's take a closer look at the actual collection of the Alpha Pack items themselves. So we've got all kinds of items here. You will get one free Alpha Pack initially. And when I opened my free one, I got this skin here for Dokubi's gun. And, you know, it's pretty cool. When you look at the other weapon skins that are available for the other operators that are part of this collection pack, they all have sort of the same thing going on, where they have kind of a finished wood grain that's highly varnished, but it has lots of different colors to them. Some are more like red hues or purple and blue hues, or, you know, some kind of transitions between those kinds of colors, and they all kind of have the same sort of feel outside of that, with these sort of muted metal accents everywhere else in the gun, but the separating factor is the color that's in the wood grain for each of these different weapon models. In addition to that, there is also a 6 Invitational Universal skin. Now, it's shown here on this Boss 12, but it would be available for any gun that is currently existing in the game. If you unlock this, you will essentially get this as a universal skin. Taking a look at the operators themselves, and we'll just kind of go through all of these real quick, but they have a kind of a theme here where each of the operators' uniforms have a more, almost like a combination between something that looks like an elite, but also something that's more of like a realistic everyday wear kind of a feel, as opposed to like a lot of the elites have a World War II vintage sort of a feel to them. Not every one of them does, but many of them do. And this sort of goes in the direction where it's changing the way the base operator uniform looks. It's not simply a color, you're actually looking at a different model of clothing. We also have some different headgear options for the operators, and these kind of go in that same vein, where they're showing a lot more of the realistic side of a uniform setup. And we're also showing a little bit more of the character models than we usually do. We can definitely see a lot more detail in Ash's face, whereas the sunglasses would usually block that off, and you can see her full face in her elite skin, but otherwise all the rest of her headgears really kind of disguise that part of her face. You can't see it underneath the sunglasses. Here you can. Likewise with Mira, we get to see her without her helmet on, and we actually get to see a little bit more detail on that character model as well. Then there's the weapon charms themselves. Now, usually charms are pretty basic and not all that interesting, but these actually seem to be done with some pretty high quality materials and details. One of my favorite details, though, has to do with Ash. If you actually flip hers around, you see this picture of her and her grandmother that she actually references in her character video when she's unlocked, and you can go back into her bio and play that video whenever you want. But she does reference her grandmother, and here she's shown in a picture with her. And this is a cool little detail because it's not something you would ever actually see when you put the charm on the weapon, because you don't see the backside of it. You only see it if you turn the model around like this, and the fact that they went to that trouble is just a really cool little bit of detail. Now, real quick, let's also take a look at what it actually looks like when you go into this new playlist. So all the maps are the same. You know, they're limited to the ones that have already been outlined. Nothing has really changed too much, but we are getting a casual experience that's done with a ranked setup where you have the 3-minute round timer. You can pick your spawns. It feels like a casual version of ranked. And for those of you that haven't had a chance to experience pick and ban yet, this is what it looks like. So they'll go first, then our team will go. We will select one attacking operator. Then the next screen, we will pick one defensive operator. And then after that, the other team will get a chance to go ahead and do whichever defensive operator they want to ban. Now these operators are off the table. Neither team can select any of these 4 operators for the duration of the entire match. So that's everything that is in this special event playlist. Again, this is every weekend for the next 4 weekends until the start of the 6th Invitational event itself. At that time, they're going to be announcing the full reveal for everything that they have coming up in the next season, and hopefully in the year ahead, although we haven't heard any confirmation on that one way or the other. I am hoping as we lead up to the 6th Invitational in the coming weeks that we will begin to see things like trailers for the upcoming season and some of the usual things we usually see in the lead up to a new season, because up until this point, they have been completely silent on anything that might be coming out. Now, of course, we had the leaks regarding the Australian season and the 2 new operators that are coming with that. It sounds like Gridlock and Mosey are going to be some operators that we're going to be getting and what their abilities are. If you haven't seen the video I did on that already, go back and check that out. You can kind of see what has been leaked on that so far. It's not 100% confirmed, but it is some leaks with some gameplay information that's been associated with it. So hopefully that information will be coming out a little bit over the next few weeks. Now, if you want to make sure you stay up to date on all that latest news and information, do make sure that you like and subscribe. Be sure to click that notification icon so you're alerted as soon as I make that new content available. You can also follow me over at IcyCat25 on either Facebook or Twitter. Thanks a lot for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.